Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tech Tajendra. And in this OpenShift tutorial, we will see how we can build and deploy a multi-container applications into the OpenShift cluster using the Helm chart. Okay, so before starting this thing, we need to understand what is Helm. For it, we can go to the official website of the Helm, which is helm.sh. Here you can get the information about the ham and how the ham is working. Okay, so here what is ham? You can see ham helps you to manage Kubernetes applications. Ham charts help you to define, install, and upgrade even the most complex Kubernetes applications, right? So OpenShift applications are also the Kubernetes applications, and the most complex, right? So in our example, what we will do, we will deploy a multi-container application in which one will be the application and another container will be the database, and then we will deploy into the OpenShift cluster using the ham chart. Okay, you can get more knowledge about the ham by using this website. We will not go in the deep into the ham. We will have the concentrate on our example itself. Okay, so here you can go to the quick start guide of the ham. Using ham, you need the ham also, right, to give any command, like ham related command, right? So you have to install the ham. So you can go here into the official release page of the ham, and you can find the ham installations for all kind of operating systems like Mac, or Linux and the Windows. Here you can get the ham installation find and can install and then can run here the ham command. Okay, so let me go back to our example. Okay, how so the basic command I will let you know, the ham create, the ham install, all these commands I will let you know how it will work and can deploy our application and how we can configure this ham chart to deploy our applications. Okay, so these are the all commands we are going to run, okay, to create our application and install our application, build our applications. Okay, so it is our OpenShift environment. Okay, I am logged in here as a developer. If I give command oc who am I, okay, so I am the developer user. Okay, here this directory currently is the empty directory. Okay, so here what we will do, we will create the ham chart for us, okay, by using the ham create command, and then we'll see it will generate some samples, YAML files and other configurations file for us, and by using these files we can configure our application so that we can build and deploy. Okay, for it we will give command ham create and the name of our ham chart. So let's give it name famous chart. Okay, so it's set creating famous chart and it's created. Okay, if now we will give the ls command, we can see one directory of famous chart has been created. Let me go inside it and let's see the structure of it, right? So some multiple directory and file has been created. Let me see with the tree command, right? So here you can see, so these are the directory here. Some very important files are, one is that chart.yaml file. Okay, it is very important file. And then in the template directory we are having the deployment.yaml file. Okay, we will make some changes in these files: chart.yaml file, deployment.yaml file, and the values.yaml file. Okay, chart.yaml file is being the basic information about the ham chart and the dependencies, right? We can have the dependencies as well. One chart might be having depend on the other chart, and we can have these dependency maintained in the chart. And then value.yaml file is kind of the runtime configurations, whatever at the time of giving the ham install command. Okay, whatever runtime values are there, it will read these values from the values.yaml file. And then deployment.yaml file is kind of the template we will see. Okay, and here we can configure all these value, right? It will get runtime values from the value.yaml file, and it is the most configurable file, right? And by using the go template language we will configure it. We will go deep dive here. Okay, it is hard to understand the deployment.yaml file, but once you will having some understanding of the go template language, then it would be easy for you. Okay, so we will go one by one here. Let first we go to the value.yaml file. Okay, so here you can see here image. Okay, so this is the default, right? So let we need our applications from another repository, right? Let we our application would be a famous query applications. Okay, so we need this application from the query.io, right? So let we copy this and let me change value here for that file. Okay, so and our image tag would be 2.1. So let me also update it here. Okay, so these are the basic configuration which give their value, right? So once we will install our ham, right? So it will get the image from query.io Red Hat training and from famous query's image, okay? And image tag would be 2.1, okay? So these are the things we have to configure into the value.yaml file. We will also configure more things here because we are going to deploy a very complex application with the multi containers. Okay, so we will going one by one. First thing, how we will configure our value.yaml file with the basic image, right? So here is the our application will be using that image. Sorry. So let we come out from this file. Next is our application will be running on the port 8000. Okay, so if we will go there in the template deployment.yaml file. Okay, as I told you that this is the look like very complex file, but if you are having some knowledge of the code template language, then it will be easy for you. Okay, so inside the containers here, okay, here our application is going to run on the 8000 port. Okay, so we have to update because this is the default configuration come with the ham. So let me update it and let me give port as 8000 and also let's save it. Okay, third is the dependency. Okay, as I told you that our application is having dependencies, right? So it will be the multi-container applications. Okay, so for that dependency we have to maintain this dependency into the charts.yaml file. Okay, for it we will update it in the chart.yaml file. Okay, and here at the last we will add our dependency. Okay, while making any changes in this file, we have to take care of the indentation. Okay, so what our application will do, okay, what this chart will do, because now we are having dependency here, we are saying this chart that our this chart is also dependent on the MariaDB. Okay, so to get that chart from this Bitnami Bitnami repository, okay, and associate with this current chart. Okay, so let me first fix it. The indentation must be correct, otherwise YAML will not work. So let me remove all the extra spaces here and let's see. Yes, our indentation is correct, and then let's save it. Okay, the next option is once we have done it, right? So we have to update the dependencies because now we have updated. So what we will do, we will run the ham dependency update command. Okay, so it will get this Bitnami MariaDB Bitnami chart. Okay, and associate it with our ham chart. Okay, so let we run this command ham dependency update. It is saying some error, right, at line number 8. So let me go into the value.yaml file and see, right? Okay, so I told you that indentation is very much important, right? We made some changes there, and that's why some extra spaces are there. So we have to remove these extra spaces. Okay, YAML file should be proper indentation. So let me remove these. Now everything should be fine, and let me save it. Okay, let me again run the Helm dependency update command, and now it has started, right? So here it is saying downloading MariaDB from this repo, right? So our this dependency also has been updated. Okay, what is next? Now our application will use that MariaDB, okay, and will use the quotesdb database, okay, to get the quotes from the MariaDB and then present into the web applications, okay. For that, we have to mention these values, right? The MariaDB, the username, password, everything, and these things will go into the value.yaml because at the runtime the chart will get these value from the value.yaml, okay, and then build and create our applications. Okay, so for it we will again will update our value.yaml file. Okay, at the end. Okay, it's done. Let we do the indentation. Please bear with me. Okay, in the and then enabled false. Okay. Another thing is our application is once it will be doing the deployment. Okay, so in the container it will insert some environment variables. Okay, and from this environment variable application is going to get these values. Okay, so for it we have to mention these environments also in the value.yaml file, and in the deployment.yaml file we will get these values, environment values, from the value.yaml file. Okay, I will show you how we will do that. So first let's define the environment also here in the value.yaml file. Again, identification is very important. We have, okay, let me save it and exit from here. So our value.yaml file is done. Now we will go into our template YAML file and we'll make some changes there. Okay. So that our template.yaml file will get value from the value.yaml file. So vim template and deployment.yaml file. Okay. So here. Okay. So here it is a kind of for loop, right? From here environment is starting, and then here it is a kind of for loop, right? So if you know the Go template language, then you can understand it much better. But right, via these two braces, we are giving some commands here, right? So we are giving the range, right? So it will be kind of for loop and it will read the value from the values.env, right? So values, so here you know, right? We have this environment set into the value.yaml file. So it will read these environment from there, okay? And then we'll place these value, okay, starting from the name, okay, and the value, right? So here two things are here in the range. One is name and value, right? So it will pick one by one and will place there in the name and value field, okay? So let me fix proper identification first. So name and value, and after it, it will end the loop. Okay, let me check. Yep, everything looking correct. Fine, let me save it. Very fine. So we are done with all the changes into the Helm chart. Okay, now what we will do, we are going to create our new project here. Currently, we are not having any projects. Okay, so let me create our project and then we will install the application using the Helm. So we are going to create a new project with the name of developer multi-container Helm. Okay, so and if I give command oc get all, so you can see currently we are having no resources in our developer multi-container ham namespace of the project. Okay, so let me first clear it, and now we will give command ham install and let give the name as famous app. Okay, to our application, and then space dot. Dot means all our ham related things in the current directory, right? So it will read everything ham chart from the current directory and will start installing the applications. Okay, so right now you can see the name famous app. Okay, and it's started. Okay, it means it's deployed. Now if I give the command oc get all, so we can see that um, um, application is being deployed here. Okay, and then two pods it has been started. As of now it's showing some error on getting the image. Okay, maybe the image url is not correct. Okay, we will see that. And then other resources deployment service it has been created. Okay, let me check again whether it has fixed automatically or we have to do something. Okay, image pull back off. So let me see what value was there in our value.yaml file. So let me check the value.yaml file again. Maybe mistakenly I gave some wrong value there. Okay, so oh yes, okay, it will be the T is missing here somehow. Okay, so let me fix it. Um, the application should be famous quotes. Okay, so that's why the error was, and let me quickly okay and clear again. Okay, so it is not getting the image, right? So if any time your application is not working during the example also, okay, so what you can, the best thing and the easiest thing you can do, you can completely remove your namespace, your projects. Okay, so in that way all the resources inside that project will also be get deleted, and then you can start from the scratch, and that is the best thing. um, no, do not try to fix the things. Okay, better to start. Okay, during the exam. So let me delete our namespace, and then we will create the namespace again. Okay, so we will use the oc delete command, and then our project and the project name, and let me delete it. Okay, so our project is being deleted. Once our project is deleted, then we will create our project again. Okay, so for it we will again create the project with the oc new project command. Okay, our project is created again, and I will give oc get all command again. We will see that there is the no resource. Okay, now let we again install our application using the ham install command. And install, and then our application name, and the directory where the ham is present, which is our current directory. Okay, so same again. Okay, our application has been deployed. Let me see by using the oc get all command whether all resources created correctly or not. Now this time everything looking good, right? Our application, both applications are running. Not yet ready, okay, but it might take some time to container to be ready. Okay, but we can see that other resources has been created correctly, the service, deployment, okay, everything is looking fine. Okay, and let wait for some time and see whether the application is up and running. Right, so our MariaDB has been started. Application is not yet started. Why it takes some time, right? Because both applications are interconnected. So sometime it might take a little bit. Okay, we will check, keep trying again and again, and we will see that our application will also be running. Right, so now our application is also running, and the database is also running. Okay, now what we will do? Let we expose. Right, let me create the route of our application. For it, we will click on OC expose and the service name, and which is our service name is famous famous uh, famous chart. Okay, our route is also created, and if we give let me first clear it. If we give command OC get all, then we will get the route information as well. So here is our route. Let me copy the route and we'll see whether our application is working good or not. Okay, so if we give command c URL HTTP and okay, so we can see all the queries are coming from the database. So our application is working very good. Okay, so that is how we can use the Helm chart, right? And I am again try to give this tree command here. Okay, so that you can see how the ham is very much important here. Okay, so now you can see the dependency MariaDB is already been there. Okay, and the other important file is already there. Okay, these are the three important files you need to consider once you want to deploy anything, right? In value.yaml you need the image information. In deployment, your deployment.yaml inside the template directory, it will read from the value.yaml during the runtime. Okay, and charts.yaml file is having all the dependencies and the application information of yours. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hope you will like it. Thanks. Bye bye.